In a vast council chamber floating in space, representatives from different alien species gathered for an important meeting. This place was filled with vibrant colors and strange sounds, showcasing the galaxy's diversity. The atmosphere was tense as everyone waited for the announcement about Earth, a planet they had recently studied. The council was about to share surprising news that could change how they viewed humanity forever. As the head of the council stood up, the murmurs faded away. Silara, an ambitious diplomat with bright green skin, was eager to hear the results. She had always been curious about humans and wanted to know more about them. Beside her sat General Rorax, a tall, muscular alien with blue scales. He looked confident, ready to dismiss whatever news was coming. The head of the council announced, after a thorough survey, Earth has been classified as a Class 13 Deathworld. Gasps filled the room. Class 13 meant that Earth was one of the most dangerous places in the galaxy, filled with extreme environments and deadly creatures. General Rorax couldn't hide his laughter. Humans, weak and primitive. They couldn't possibly handle a real threat. He scoffed, making everyone chuckle. But Silara frowned, feeling uneasy about the mocking tone. She believed there was more to humans than their reputation. As the council continued, the discussions about humans took on a serious tone, and Silara knew she had to defend. The council chamber buzzed with excitement and disbelief after the shocking announcement about Earth being classified as a Class 13 Deathworld. Alien representatives from all corners of the galaxy exchanged astonished glances, and the atmosphere shifted. The idea that humans, often seen as weak and primitive, could inhabit such a dangerous planet intrigued many. Silara leaned forward, eager to hear more. She noticed General Rorax still laughing, waving off the information as if it were a joke. How could they possibly survive? He said, shaking his head. They must be weak to even consider living there. Silara couldn't take it anymore. General, just because they seem different doesn't mean they are weak. Have you ever seen how they survive in their environment? She felt her heart racing as she spoke. Earth has extreme weather, dangerous animals, and tough conditions. They learn to adapt and thrive. That shows strength. Rorax raised an eyebrow, dismissing her argument. Strength. All I see are fragile beings scurrying around, struggling against their own planet. He laughed again, and a few other council members joined in, but Silara stood her ground. She was determined to prove that humans were more than just a punchline. As discussions continued, different representatives started sharing stories they had heard about Earth. A tall, insect-like alien named Zinak stood up. I've seen videos of humans facing down massive creatures in their habitats. They fight back with clever tricks and teamwork. They use tools to make their lives easier. The laughter faded as the council members listened. Silara nodded, feeling hopeful. Zinek's words had resonated with some of the others. She could see their interest growing. Another member, Ilaro, a soft-spoken alien with colorful feathers, spoke up next. I read that humans have survived disasters that would wipe out entire species. They've faced storms, earthquakes, and even attacks from their own animals. If they were weak, they wouldn't be here today. Rorax crossed his arms, clearly annoyed. But they still rely on technology. That doesn't prove anything. Silara's mind raced. But technology is a part of their survival. They've developed tools and strategies to adapt to their harsh world. Isn't that what intelligence is all about? The room fell silent for a moment, allowing her words to sink in. The council members exchanged thoughtful looks, and Silara could sense that the tide was slowly turning in favor of the humans. After a brief pause, Rorax huffed. Fine. Let's see what else they can do. If they're truly so strong, we should send an envoy to observe their world. We can learn about these so-called Deathworlders ourselves. The idea of sending an envoy sparked a new wave of excitement. Some members eagerly agreed, seeing it as an opportunity to explore and understand a planet they had dismissed. Others, however, were still hesitant. They were unsure if humans were truly capable of handling themselves on their own planet. Silara felt a rush of determination. We should learn from them. Let's not underestimate their abilities. If we understand their strengths, we might gain allies in our future battles. Rorax leaned back in his chair, pretending to ponder her words, but Silara knew he still harbored doubt. Fine, we'll observe. But if they fail, it's on you, Silara, he said with a smirk. As the meeting continued, Silara's excitement grew. She was determined to defend the humans and show the Council their true strength. The discussions turned into plans for the envoy. Ideas flowed as they debated how to approach Earth, what technology to use, and what to expect. Finally, the Council decided to send a small team to Earth to observe its people and environments. Silara felt hopeful as they discussed the mission, imagining the knowledge they would gain. She knew that if they could see humans in action, the aliens would finally understand the true nature of Earth. With a sense of purpose, she imagined a future where humans and aliens could work together, learning from each other's strengths and weaknesses. The possibilities were endless, and Silara was determined to make that future a reality. As the preparations for the envoy to Earth took shape, excitement filled the council chamber. Silara was chosen to lead the team, a decision that both thrilled and terrified her. The envoy consisted of a small group of representatives, each bringing unique skills and perspectives. Among them were Krex, the courageous Deathworlder known for his resilience, Leora, a brilliant scientist specializing in alien biology, and Gorak, a seasoned diplomat who could navigate the complex politics of different alien races. On the day of their departure, the council chamber buzzed with energy. Delegates from various species gathered to bid them farewell, their chatter filled with a mix of skepticism and curiosity. Silara stood at the front, addressing the crowd with a firm voice. We go to learn from Earth and its people. We will witness their strength firsthand, and we will bring back knowledge that could change how we view humanity forever. Krex, with his stoic demeanor, nodded in agreement. The humans may surprise us. I've faced many challenges on my own planet, and I know what it takes to survive. They might be tougher than we think. His words resonated with some, but others still whispered doubts. The team boarded their ship, a sleek vessel designed for interstellar travel. As they launched into the vastness of space, excitement mixed with anxiety. Silara peered out at the stars, wondering what awaited them on Earth. Would they truly see the strength and resilience she believed humans possessed? After several days of travel, they finally approached Earth. The planet loomed ahead, a beautiful blue and green sphere. As they entered the atmosphere, they noticed the chaotic weather patterns swirling below. Storms, lightning, and unpredictable winds. Silara's heart raced. This was just a glimpse of the wild challenges humans faced every day. They landed in a remote area, chosen for its safety and proximity to a human settlement. As they disembarked, the team was met by a group of humans, curious about the arrival of these strange aliens. Silara stepped forward, introducing herself and her team. The humans exchanged glances, unsure of what to make of their visitors. Welcome to Earth. I'm Officer Sarah Reed, said a tall woman with a friendly smile. We're excited to show you around, but I hope you're prepared. This world can be unpredictable. Silara nodded, feeling a rush of anticipation. We want to learn about your ways of life. We want to see how you survive in such a challenging environment. Sarah chuckled softly. You'll see plenty, I assure you. Let's get started. As they ventured into the nearby forest, Silara was immediately struck by the beauty of Earth. Lush trees, vibrant plants, and the sounds of wildlife surrounded them. But as they walked deeper into the woods, they encountered a sudden storm. Rain poured down, and thunder rumbled in the distance. The humans sprang into action, moving quickly to find shelter. Silara watched in awe as they adapted seamlessly to the chaos. Is this normal? She asked Sarah, struggling to keep up. Absolutely. We're used to dealing with unpredictable weather, Sarah replied. leading them to a nearby cave. The team huddled inside, watching the storm rage outside. While waiting for the weather to calm, Krex shared stories of his own home, where survival often meant battling ferocious creatures. "You face danger every day. I respect that," he said, eyeing the humans with newfound admiration. The humans, too, began to share their experiences, revealing tales of bravery, resourcefulness, and teamwork in the face of danger. Celara felt the walls between their species beginning to break down. She could see that humans were more than just primitive beings. They were survivors who thrived in a chaotic world. As the storm subsided, the group ventured back out into the sunlight, refreshed and invigorated. Celara knew that this was just the beginning. There was so much more to learn about the humans and their world. Throughout the following days, the team visited human settlements, observed daily life, and participated in various activities. They witnessed humans training for survival, crafting tools, and sharing knowledge with each other. With each new experience, the aliens were astonished by the strength and determination of humanity. As the days on Earth passed, Celara and her team immersed themselves in the vibrant life of humanity. They visited bustling cities and rural villages, observing the remarkable ways humans adapted to their surroundings. Each interaction revealed more about the human spirit and their unique ability to thrive in challenging environments. One day, Celara and Krex were invited to a community gathering in a small town. The event was filled with laughter, music, and food. Humans of all ages shared stories and traditions, creating a warm atmosphere that was new to the alien visitors. Celara noticed how the community came together, supporting one another through both joy and hardship. During the gathering, a sudden announcement interrupted the festivities. A powerful storm was approaching, and the community needed to prepare. Celara watched in amazement as the humans quickly organized themselves. They moved with purpose, gathering supplies, securing their homes, and ensuring everyone was safe. Krex marveled at their efficiency and determination. "This is impressive," he said, observing a group of children helping their parents. "They don't panic. They just act." "Yes," Celara replied, her eyes wide with admiration. "They face danger head-on. They understand that survival requires teamwork and trust." As the storm approached, the humans took shelter in a local community center. The atmosphere inside was filled with a mix of tension and excitement. While waiting for the storm to pass, the humans shared stories of their past encounters with severe weather. Each tale revealed their struggles, resilience, and the lessons they learned along the way. One elderly man recounted a harrowing experience from his youth. "When I was a boy, a tornado swept through our town. We lost everything, but we rebuilt together. We learned to respect nature and each other. That's how we survived." Celara listened intently, her heart swelling with respect for these beings. "You turn hardship into strength. This is something we can learn from." Krex, feeling a surge of camaraderie, added, "Your ability to adapt in the face of adversity is remarkable. You are true survivors." As the storm raged outside, Celara felt a sense of connection growing between her team and the humans. They were learning not just about Earth, but also about the essence of resilience that transcended species. When the storm finally passed, the community emerged, ready to assess the damage. Celara was struck by their unwavering spirit. Despite the destruction, they immediately set to work, helping each other clean up and rebuild. The sight of neighbors coming together reinforced Celara's belief that humans were far from weak. They were incredibly strong. Over the following weeks, the envoy continued to witness more examples of human resilience. They attended training sessions where humans learned survival skills, such as foraging, shelter building, and basic first aid. Celara was fascinated by how adaptable and resourceful humans could be. In one session, a group of adults and children practiced creating makeshift shelters using only natural materials found in the woods. Celara observed as they encouraged one another, sharing ideas and solutions. "Look how they support each other," she said to Krex. "They truly thrive when working together." Krex nodded, impressed. It's not just about survival. It's about community. This is what makes them strong. One day, the envoy was invited to participate in a survival challenge. Humans and aliens would team up to complete various tasks that tested their skills in overcoming obstacles. Silara was nervous but excited. This would be an opportunity to put everything they had learned into practice. As the challenge began, the teams faced a series of tests: building a shelter, finding food, and navigating through the forest. Silara partnered with Sarah, the officer who had welcomed them. They quickly devised a plan to find edible plants while Krex teamed up with a group of children, teaching them about resourcefulness and creativity. During the challenge, Silara encountered unexpected difficulties. She struggled to identify edible plants and felt frustration creeping in. Sarah noticed her struggle and encouraged her, saying, "Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn." With each passing day on Earth, Silara and her team discovered more about humanity's hidden strengths. They had learned so much about resilience, but there was still more to explore. One afternoon, while walking through a bustling market, they came across a gathering of people. A local group was hosting a charity event to raise funds for a nearby village that had been struck by disaster. Curious, Silara and Krex approached the scene. They were amazed by the energy and enthusiasm of the crowd. People were setting up booths, organizing games, and cooking food to sell. It was a beautiful sight, with laughter echoing in the air and children running about, eager to join in the fun. "What's happening here?" Silara asked a young girl who was selling homemade cookies. "We're helping our neighbors," she exclaimed, her eyes bright with excitement. "They need money to rebuild their houses after the flood." Silara felt a wave of admiration wash over her. This child was not just thinking about herself. She was part of a community effort to help those in need. "This is truly remarkable," she said to Krex, who nodded in agreement. As they continued to observe, they noticed how everyone worked together. People of all ages were volunteering their time and resources to help others. Some were donating their skills, like musicians who performed for free to entertain the crowd. Others brought items to sell, all to support a cause greater than themselves. Krex turned to Silara, his voice filled with awe. "Look how they come together for each other. This is a different kind of strength." "Yes," Silara replied. "It's a strength born from compassion and unity. They don't just survive, they care for each other." Inspired by what they witnessed, Silara and Krex decided to join in. They offered their help, setting up a booth where they shared knowledge about their own cultures. The aliens explained their technology and how they dealt with disasters in their home planets, hoping to share valuable insights with the humans. As they interacted with the locals, the atmosphere became more vibrant. The humans were fascinated by the stories and experiences of Silara and Krex. In return, the aliens learned about the human capacity for empathy and kindness. It became clear that these qualities were as vital to survival as physical strength or advanced technology. Throughout the day, the charity event blossomed. People flocked to the booths, eager to learn and contribute. Silara felt a sense of joy in the air, realizing that this gathering was not only about raising money, it was about building connections and fostering understanding between different beings. When the day ended, they had successfully raised more than they had anticipated. The smiles on the faces of the villagers showed just how much their efforts meant. As the sun set, casting a warm glow over the market, Silara and Krex reflected on what they had witnessed. "I have never seen a group of beings so dedicated to one another," Krex said, a hint of respect in his voice. "You humans have a unique way of connecting with each other." Silara agreed. "We have much to learn from them. Their willingness to put others first is extraordinary." The experience deepened their understanding of humanity. It wasn't just about survival, it was about thriving together, regardless of the challenges they faced. The bond between the aliens and humans strengthened, forging a friendship built on mutual respect and admiration. The following weeks continued to reveal more about the depth of the human spirit. Silara and Krex visited schools, where they engaged with children eager to learn. The kids shared their dreams and ambitions, showing an infectious enthusiasm that inspired everyone around them. During one visit, Silara asked a group of students what they wanted to be when they grew up. Their answers ranged from astronauts to teachers, artists to scientists. Each child spoke with such passion, and it was clear that they believed they could achieve anything. Krex listened intently, impressed by their confidence. They believe in their dreams. This is something powerful, he commented to Silara. Indeed, she replied. It shows that humans have an inherent drive to explore and grow. It is part of their strength. One child, a girl named Mia, stood up and shared her aspiration to become an inventor. She spoke about how she wanted to create machines that could help people, especially in emergencies. Her passion was infectious, and soon the whole class was buzzing with ideas of their own. Silara and Krex found themselves inspired by the children's creativity. They decided to hold a workshop where they could collaborate with the students on innovative projects. The aliens taught the kids how to brainstorm ideas and think critically about solutions. In turn, the children introduced them to human concepts of imagination and invention. The workshops were a success, with students and aliens working side by side. Together, they designed fantastical machines and shared unique perspectives on problem solving. Through this collaboration, Silara realized that humans did not just face challenges, they dreamed of possibilities and actively pursued them. As they wrapped up the workshops, Silara felt a deep sense of gratitude for the lessons they had learned. The visit to Earth had turned into something far more meaningful than she could have ever imagined. They had come seeking knowledge but found a profound understanding of the human spirit, its resilience, compassion, and boundless creativity. Silara and Krex knew that their journey was far from over. They were eager to continue learning from humanity and sharing what they had discovered with their own people. As they looked to the future, they felt hopeful for the bonds that would form between their worlds, united in a shared commitment to growth and understanding. As Silara and Krex continued to engage with the humans on Earth, they sensed a growing excitement among the alien students about their experiences. The bond between the Deathworlders and the humans had deepened, but it was time for the aliens to face a challenge that would test their understanding of humanity and its capabilities. One afternoon, while sitting in a vibrant cafe filled with laughter and chatter, Krex received a message from his home planet. It was an invitation for the Deathworlders to participate in an intergalactic competition known as the Trial of the Champions. This prestigious event was designed to test the resilience and ingenuity of various species, and it was said to be extremely challenging. Silara, Krex began, excitement shining in his eyes. We have been invited to the Trial of the Champions. It's a chance to showcase what we've learned about humans. Silara's heart raced. That sounds incredible, but do you think the humans would be ready for such a challenge? It could be dangerous. Krex nodded, understanding her concern. I believe they are ready. We've seen their spirit and determination. Perhaps this is the moment to truly test our friendship. After discussing it with the Council of Aliens and gaining their support, Silara and Krex decided to extend the invitation to a group of brave human volunteers. They organized a meeting at the local community center, where they explained the Trial of the Champions and what it would entail. The room buzzed with energy as Silara and Krex laid out the details. The competition would consist of several intense challenges, designed to push the participants to their limits. These included survival tasks in harsh environments, mental puzzles, and team-based problem-solving activities. As the aliens spoke, a sense of excitement and determination grew among the audience. One by one, human volunteers stood up, eager to participate. Their eyes sparkled with enthusiasm, and Krex felt a wave of pride for the humans' willingness to embrace this challenge. Are you sure about this? A cautious voice piped up from the back. It was a young man named Leo, known for his quick thinking and resourcefulness. This is not just a game, it's a real test of survival. Krex responded with a grin. "We believe you have what it takes. The strength of humanity is not just in physical endurance, but in your creativity and teamwork. You've shown us that already." With Krex's encouraging words, more humans volunteered. The atmosphere in the room shifted from cautious to enthusiastic. The aliens and humans spent the next few days preparing for the trial, practicing teamwork, and strategizing together. The day of the trial of the champions finally arrived. Silara, Krex, and the human team gathered in a vast arena filled with alien spectators from various worlds. The atmosphere was electric, and the anticipation was palpable. "Remember," Silara said, rallying the human team, "we are here to learn, grow, and showcase our combined strengths. This is not just about winning. It's about understanding each other." The first challenge began, and the humans quickly realized they needed to work together. They were faced with a simulated environment resembling a deadly forest, where they had to find their way to safety while overcoming obstacles. Silara and Krex observed closely, amazed at how quickly the humans adapted to the situation. They saw Leo take charge, using his knowledge of survival techniques he had learned from outdoor experiences. He guided the team, ensuring they communicated effectively and made strategic decisions. The aliens watched in awe as the humans navigated the challenges with creativity and determination. As the competition progressed, the teams faced various tasks that tested their physical and mental limits. In one challenge, they had to solve complex puzzles while under pressure. Silara was impressed as the human team combined their unique skills, solving problems in ways she had never considered. After days of intense challenges, the final event brought the teams to an epic showdown. They were tasked with rescuing simulated trapped victims from a hazardous environment filled with obstacles and time constraints. This challenge required quick thinking, teamwork, and creative problem-solving. As the human team strategized, Krex encouraged them to think outside the box. "Use your strengths. Remember, you have faced worse on Earth." With Krex's motivation, the humans sprang into action. They worked seamlessly together, combining their skills in innovative ways. Leo led a small group to distract the obstacles while others focused on the rescue. As the clock ticked down, they managed to save all the victims just in time. The arena erupted in cheers, and the spectators were in awe of the humans' tenacity and ingenuity. Silara and Krex exchanged proud glances. "They did it," Silara said, her heart swelling with pride. "They've shown everyone what humanity is capable of." In the end, the human team did not just win the competition. They won the respect and admiration of all the participants, including their alien friends. The experience had deepened the bond between the humans and the Deathworlders, showcasing the incredible potential when different beings come together to face challenges. As they celebrated their achievements, Silara realized that this journey had transformed not only her understanding of humanity, but also the perspective of those around her. The competition had demonstrated that strength comes in many forms, and together they could conquer any challenge. This trial was just the beginning of a newfound partnership that would lead to greater discoveries and deeper connections between their worlds. Silara, Krex, and the humans looked toward the future, ready for whatever adventures awaited them next. The atmosphere in the arena was electric, filled with cheers, laughter, and the sounds of celebration. The alien spectators erupted into applause, their colorful lights flashing in sync with the excitement. The humans and Deathworlders had just achieved something remarkable together, and the joy was palpable. As the team gathered in the center of the arena, Krex stepped forward, beaming with pride. "You all have shown incredible strength, teamwork, and creativity. You've not only proven your capabilities, but have also opened the eyes of many to what humans can accomplish." Silara, standing beside him, added, "This is a new chapter for our species. We have learned so much from you, and today you have earned the respect of the galaxy. Together, we are stronger." The humans exchanged smiles, their faces glowing with excitement. Leo, still buzzing from the adrenaline, exclaimed, "We couldn't have done it without each other." This was a true team effort. As they celebrated their victory, the event organizers announced that there would be a grand feast in honor of all participants. Creatures from various planets brought dishes representing their cultures, filling the air with enticing aromas. The humans marveled at the colorful food and were eager to taste everything. At the banquet, humans and aliens mingled, sharing stories and experiences. Silara and Krex joined the humans at their table, where they discussed their adventures during the competition. "I was amazed at how you adapted to every challenge," Silara said, her eyes sparkling. "Your resilience is truly remarkable." One of the other human participants, a woman named Mia, chimed in. "And your guidance was invaluable. We learned so much from you and Krex about working together under pressure." As the night wore on, they engaged in friendly banter, exchanging jokes and laughter. The barriers between their species began to dissolve as they found common ground in their experiences and aspirations. Suddenly, a hush fell over the crowd as the Grandmaster of the arena, an elderly alien known for his wisdom, stood to address everyone. His voice, deep and resonant, echoed through the hall. "Tonight, we celebrate not just victory, but unity. The bond formed here between the Deathworlders and humans will be a foundation for greater things to come. May this mark the beginning of our alliance, one that will bridge our worlds and lead to new discoveries." Cheers erupted once more, and everyone raised their glasses in a toast. "To unity," they shouted in unison. As the celebration continued, Krex pulled Leo aside for a moment. "You have proven yourself as a leader among your kind. I would like to propose something." Leo raised an eyebrow, intrigued. "What do you mean?" Krex took a deep breath. "I believe that together we can create a new program, a partnership between our species. We can train human volunteers in survival and teamwork, while also learning from each other. There's much we can share." Leo's eyes widened with excitement. "That sounds incredible. Imagine how much we could accomplish together. We could even bring more humans into the fold, showing them the wonders of intergalactic cooperation." Krex nodded, his enthusiasm matching Leo's. "Exactly. We can learn about the depths of courage and resilience from one another. This could lead to a new era of understanding and friendship." As the festivities continued, Silara caught wind of their conversation and approached them. "What's this about a new program?" she asked, her curiosity piqued. Leo shared their idea, and Silara's face lit up. "I love it. We can host joint training sessions on both our planets, sharing knowledge and experiences. This could change the way we perceive each other." The trio spent the rest of the evening brainstorming ideas for their collaboration. They envisioned programs that combined human ingenuity with Deathworlder survival skills, creating a unique curriculum that would challenge both species while fostering friendship and cooperation. As the celebration wound down, the humans, Krex, and Silara shared promises of a bright future together. They knew that their journey had just begun, and there were countless adventures waiting for them. The next morning, as the sun rose over the alien landscape, the humans stood together with their Deathworlder friends. They gazed at the horizon, filled with hope and excitement for what lay ahead. "Let's make our mark on the galaxy," Leo said, determination in his voice. "We have the strength, creativity, and courage to do anything together." Silara and Krex nodded in agreement. "Together, we will show the galaxy the true meaning of unity," Silara declared, her heart swelling with pride. As they prepared to return to their worlds, the bond between the humans and the Deathworlders grew stronger. They had faced challenges together, celebrated victories, and forged friendships that would last a lifetime. With excitement and anticipation, they looked toward the future, ready to embark on new adventures, knowing that they would face whatever came next, together. The galaxy would soon see that the alliance between humans and Deathworlders was not just a partnership, but a powerful force for change. And so their story continued, one of resilience, courage, and the unbreakable bond formed through shared experiences.